Hi. Today I'd like to talk about an important topic related to writing your research paper, and that is when you use a noun as an adjective. This can be difficult, and sometimes authors make mistakes when they do this. So I'd like to share with you some examples of errors and how you can correct them. The first thing I want to mention is you know that a noun has a noun form, but that same noun can often be used as an adjective. Sometimes when you use a noun as an adjective, you use it without changing it. And sometimes when you use a noun as an adjective, you have to change the end of the word, which we call the suffix. Now, there are several different endings that you can add on to your noun to change that noun into an adjective. For example, if I am describing this stop sign, I can say it's a red stop sign. Now, red, you understand, it's a common word. I don't have to change that word. But if I'm describing the shape of the stop sign is an octagon. That's the noun. But if I make it an adjective, I have to say octagonal. I have to add on the al to change that form, that word. So many terms, many words like octagonal, the al on there, will change when we change from a noun into a adjective. Other suffixes that we can add are ar, ic, ous, and y. For example, pole is a noun, polar is the adjective. Economy is the noun, economic is the adjective. Momentum, momentous, ease, easy. These are all examples of nouns that are changed into adjectives by changing the suffix at the end of the word. Now, in your research paper, sometimes I see, for example, organization, development, but that's not correct. Organization is a noun, but the adjective form of that noun is organizational development. Another one is matter concepts. No, matter can be changed into material when we are using it as an adjective. Material concepts, for example. Now, where it gets tricky is that some nouns, when they're used as adjectives, don't change. They look the same as when they're normally nouns. For example, a protein structure. Now, protein is an adjective, but we don't say proteinal structure. We just keep the noun form. Or a silicon pore. We don't say siliconal or siliconic. We just say silicon. Or student athletes. Again, these are all nouns that use the same form when they are adjectives. But if you change these around just a little bit, the order of these words, then you can see how some other nouns would have to be changed, like a structural protein. We wouldn't say structure protein. Structure has to be changed to the adjective form. Or porous silicon, or athletic students. How do you know whether you need to change your noun into an adjective form? Sometimes you just have to check in the dictionary. You have to check maybe using Google or in similar papers. We do this when we are editing papers because sometimes we're not sure too. You just have to check. Don't assume that you know the correct way to present your noun as an adjective. One key point to remember, though, is that whenever you are using a plural, whenever you're using a noun as an adjective, you never make it plural. It's always singular. For example, chocolate chips cookie? No. Chocolate chip, one. Chocolate chip cookie. Student athletics? No. Student athletes. Even though there's more than one student, we only use singular student when we're describing the athletes. Another exception to this rule, and something you should keep in mind, is data and media. Now, data and media are technically more than one. Data is more than one. Datum is one. Medium is one. Media is more than one. However, in our modern academic usage, we have been using data and media to mean one for a long time. So it's okay if you use these, in fact you must use these as in their plural form, data analysis, not datum analysis or media campaign, not medium campaign. Well, thank you for joining us. For more information, I would encourage you to visit my blog, editing.tw/blog, blog. I have a lot of articles on how Taiwanese scholars can publish better in international journals. I also have an editing and translation service. We have native English-speaking editors who revise research papers in their domain, and we're very good at preparing Taiwanese research papers to publish. For more information, you can visit our site, editing.tw.